So welcome guys. I'm going to just go straight into it because it's like this thing is going to be long. And I'm trying to cut it short, but I like talking and I like gisting people. So yeah, I'm just going to. I don't want this one to be too long too. So let me just get straight into it. Please subscribe to my channel if you've not, like my videos and all of that. Share it, please. We need to make views on this channel. I told you people are going to grow this channel together, eh? So let's get right into the video. So I've told you guys about the rules when it comes to hostel, church and all that. I've told you guys my experience church. I hostel, there was one more thing I didn't mention in the hostel. We used to have room check every night. I know it's not new to private school students. Like I know other private schools used to have room check every night, to where you come to your room, the Harris will come to your room with the book, you sign yourself. There was time that people, like, I don't know, I think there were issues. This is Babcock, let me explain. If something happens, there's a rule that they just do to counter it immediately and affect everybody. So there was time that it was happening frequently that people were signing for other people because they were not in school and they were thinking they're in school, and then their parents not come and then they're not in school, but then they signed room check and all of those things. So because of that, I can remember that was the time we were using biometrics. That was the worst time ever. Because if you're not in your room, that thing is timed. So if you're not in your room and they've completed room check and they've put that thing off, if they put it back on, it's going to the next, like the date is going to change. So if you miss your thumbprint, you've missed it for the night. And that's like 30 points demerit. If they check, it might be now, frankly, it might be in the hostel, but you're just not in your room at the time. Although you're not supposed to not be in your room, you're supposed to be in your room. There's a time they will announce the room check is about to start, or probably they will not announce, but you know the time. I think it was like 9:30 to 10 or something, 9:30 to 10 or thereabout. But everybody is in the hostel by the time the doors are locked. It's supposed to be in your room for a room check. So if you miss it, that's it though. And it might not be in your room. It might not be that day that you miss it. That day they decide to check. I think you missed it and then you get 30 points in merit. The merit points, yeah, let me explain. 60 points, each student has 60 points every semester. So every offense you commit, they keep minusing from it. You have 60 merit points, they keep minusing. There's certain fixed merit points for different offenses. So you keep committing crimes, you keep minusing. When you have like minus 60, minus 100, then they will invite you. Praise even only you they invite, that they don't invite your parents too. And tell your parents come and sign behavioral contract because you've been a bad child. Can you imagine that? See, my mother told me point blank, if they call me to come and sign anything, see, don't even bother. So imagine out of 60 points, 30 don't come out one night. A whole semester. My dear, I not done for. So, and if you're lucky, the person on duty, porter on duty, probably just tell you to do community service or something in use and not report the case. Because they report the case, they are screwed. So yeah, we used to have a room check. Very annoying. Recently people were asking this thing that, oh, why is we're not allowed to enter your hostel? No, you can enter the reception, stay at the reception, call the person you're looking for, or tell the porter to announce this person's name on the PA system, but you're not allowed to enter a room. Same thing for boys hostel, so girls are not allowed to enter, except one day of each semester, which is called open day. Not just even boys, like outsiders can come into the hostel, enter your rooms and all that. Like there's a time it starts from like 10 to like around like 4 or 5. They can enter the rooms, do whatever. Yeah. Not that you're allowed to do whatever, but you're allowed to go down. So that one day used to happen during for the second semester, it happens during the all week. So yeah, that you have a day for open days, usually a Sunday every for open day. I think first semester they just have it like a day, and then yeah, like that. I don't know if they still have open days, but they used to have open days in those days. So yeah, those are the only days someone is and after that is allowed to enter your hostel. Yeah, so I think that's basically it for the hostel. Did I really have any? Like I said, the only shy thing used to have them is skirts. Oh, do you have eyeshadow on your eye? And yeah, lipstick. I think it was in my 300 level. I just wanted to frustrate those porters. We used to do something, and I did it again. You have a very good lipstick, like one original lipstick, let's say red. You have a very good one. You bought it like is a bit pricey. You now have like plenty 200 naira lipstick, like plenty. You can buy like depending on how much you want to frustrate them, stress them out. You can have plenty of it. So you use your red lipstick now. Not it's gonna be so bright. Funny thing, you just put small, but they'll notice. They'll call you, da, 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 da. They warn you because they're allowed to. They should warn you, not just the marine point straight for things like that. So they'll call you. You're gonna bring the lipstick. You give them the fake one. Like you chill for like a few days. You use it again. Then you you put them down. I can't bring it. You give them another fake one. But you still have your original one that you're actually using. I mean, that thing was fun, but then just to frustrate them, because those people used to frustrate us. I can remember one particular part I met. She's late. She's late now, but in my 100 level, oh my god, this butter that was crazy. There's noise in the hostel at night, and she's shouting on the PA system. People should stop making noise. Blah 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 blah. This and that. And then someone just answered from her room. Martina, shut up. And then she will ask her up PA system. Now your mama, your papa for us, you didn't talk to see. God. It just depends on the porter on duty, basically. But that particular porter, she asked us for because it was fun, and like it was very fun. Like anytime she's on duty that night, just now we laugh because any insult she's giving anybody, she gives it on the PA system. So as you're shouting in your room that shut up, she'll be insulting you back on the PA system. And that was the get to. But yeah, those things like that made it fun. Some nights interesting. Yeah, so okay, for the dressing part, I'm just going to like just this one now. I'm already basically going to talk about a particular part, just as things pop in my hand, let's talk about it. But quickly, let's talk about our exams. So yeah, I've had this thing a lot of, oh, you went to Babcock, they probably helped you. Oh, you went to Babcock, now you cannot fail. In fact, let me turn the camera and how you will, because who told you that? No, I want to know who. You went to Babcock in cannot fail. My dear, you will have carryover. Not only carryover, you have extra year. And you keep paying school fees. It's not their business. Hold on, guys. I think I want to do something. Let me try something. Okay, guys, I kind of switched my frame. I think I pray it doesn't affect too much. So yeah, let me as I was saying, nobody see. Let me clear this thing. I don't know about other private schools, but Babcock, it might happen, but it's very little. You don't understand? Like it's very little. It barely happens. Like honestly, like it barely happens. It barely happens where a lecturer helps a student. I'm telling you, or you bribe a lecturer to help you to do whatever. It barely happens. But if it happens, well, first of all, Babcock's A starts from 8. Every other school, even WAEC A, WAEC A is 75. I think every other school is 70. Babcock is 8. I remember one time a friend of mine was asking me, oh, what did you have? What was your grade? And the person was talking about, well, my grade is had A, I had like 3 A's. I'm like, okay, what was the A? I'm like, oh, I had 70 something in this one. Oh, and I had 60 something. In Babcock, that's a beautiful B. A fantastic B. Like when you have A, your A starts from 18. So when you have 70 something, you that have 79, a person that has 60, all of you is B. B, beautiful B. You now see someone that have all B's, and the all B's might now be 70, something, and it's now 4.0. Another person will now pack same B's and C's, maybe the B's next. So another person that probably had like maybe 1A and have like plenty B's that happen to like 60 something, and then person that like C, maybe 1 or 2 C's, and person 2 is 1.0. That thing used to be very painful, honestly. Like there was, I think it was 300 level. I had like 2 or 3 70. I had like 78, 79. I don't know why I offended. 1 mark, Mary, to just push me to 80. Is it like that part was very annoying. Like Babcock's A is 80. So when you are having, so if you come out of Babcock and you have a first class, baby girl, see, don't let anybody tell you anything. You are the thing, because It was not easy. You think it's easy having 80 over 100 for all your courses? Like, it's not. It's not. It's not easy. So when people say, oh, they help you, they will not help you to do shit. But if you have 49, back 49 only. If you have 50, accept it. It's 50. Nobody, see, there's some, of course, there's some lecturers that are probably few that'll say, okay, 1 mark, let's put it to 50. My dear, if you remember one particular year, ILD, if any ILD students happen to watch this, the 100 level, 80% of us in the class carried over a course. And that particular course, I can remember I had 48. And that's it, that's D. You are carrying over. Other schools, you like federal schools, is a pass. Babcock, you're carrying over. I can remember, like, I was even angry when I saw my result. I won that 48 pound with 2 marks. Baby, I got to school, I saw 49. Like, plenty 49. And we saw some 50s out of those that passed. Like, I'm telling you, like, 80% of us in that class, we took that course. See, it's not a beginning. I had like classmates that we know that this one has connects, this one has money, and still didn't graduate with us. They came back another year. I don't know what's up with Babcock. We pay that school fees again. Royal. We pay that school fees again. Beautiful one. Full school fees. Fun thing is, I might be one course, maybe, or just 2. And then you probably have to come for summer. Although summer, yeah, we have summer in Babcock between 2nd semester and 1st semester for about, okay, our summer break is 4 months, so you take like a few weeks after school and then like a few weeks to resumption. So in between that, you come to school for summer. And summer school fees is not as expensive as... Nepa just took my lights. I'm going to continue this video like that. I'm not going to stop. So yeah, summer school fees is not as expensive as regular school fees, but at the same time, it's still a bit expensive. You still pay like 300, and then you're not even allowed to do, like, you can't do 7 courses, and you can't even like do a large number of units. So I think the highest you could do was like 15 units. That's like 5 courses. I mean, we're taking like 10 courses. I think there was a time we had 11 courses. People don't know. Babcock doesn't joke with things like that. Like, it was just very crazy when it comes to exams and stuff like that. Every class had CCTV. My dear, be praying that CCTV is not CCTV that catches you for exam malpractice, because you'll be shocked that you'll have finished the exam. You'll have finished the exam. You'll have forgotten that you've written exam, and they will now withdraw your results. Come back the next semester to come and face the disciplinary committee because CCTV saw you talking to somebody. How do you want to defend that type of case? You talked, he caught you. You can't say, oh, this was not what us. You shall talk. You start have to defend. And it's not a good thing facing CCTV. Nobody wants to face, as I said, CCTV, face disciplinary committee because you talked in an exam that you can easily avoid it. So it's even better that it's an individual that catches you and then you beg or something. And if you even refuse, I mean, every school, if you refuse to sign the form, it's a problem and all of that. That one says now 1 semester suspension already, but you do not sign the form that they gave you because you were cheating an exam. So things like that. So when I hear people say a lot of things like, hey, you went to private school and your results is not real, oh, they helped you, is that one school? Wait, you don't keep quiet. If you don't see, hey, you don't stop. So basically, that was that as far as the exam is concerned. So another thing that I really liked our like association weeks. It was always very fun. I mean, we had paid dues and all, so there used to be money to do things. So yeah, I can remember 100 level departmental dinner, and it was Burna Boy that was invited. At the time, it was not as big as it was now, but at least it was still big, and it was a big deal that Burna Boy came to our school, and like it was fun. So things like that, like subsequently I used to have like our dinners, our weeks, and all of that. So that was also one of my favorite parts in Babcock University. I just like the and I like the name. Like when you go outside, like it used to be like 2 reactions. So is that this? Is that you tell them, oh, what school did you go to? Or do you attend Babcock? And they're like, oh wow, that's nice. Or you say Babcock and they're like, Babcock girls. Now wow. You people used to try. That reaction used to piss me off because I understand, like, a lot of bullshit used to go down, but it's not everybody. It's like everybody, like, don't do that. And Babcock Student is just pronounced because of the rules. There are just rules against it. That's why it's more pronounced. I mean, it happens everywhere. Do you want them like federal schools? But because you only hear federal schools own, because nobody's going to publicize anything that the federal student didn't think. No. But Babcock Student, they'll publicize Babcock Student because it's not allowed. There's a rule against it, so it will be publicized. That's why you hear. I will just open your mouth, wow, and get the Babcock. Should not annoy me. So yeah, I think that's basically it about my experience in Babcock. I'm happy I went to Babcock and not another school, because I really loved Babcock. I mean, it helped me to cope certain things. I'm not so much of a calm person, but knowing fully well that if you do anything, you collect in Babcock. Suspension is real, and I cannot go home and tell my mother I was suspended. Why? I was insulting somebody. So mad. Like, so yeah, he helped cop a lot of things. There are rules. People used to say, oh, are you even allowed to go out in Babcock? Yes, we're allowed to go out. Surprisingly, every day, you're allowed to go out. You just have to sign a card. You have a card you sign, and then you'll be allowed to go out for short distance. Long distance, you have one free long distance in a month. Like, you can go anywhere with long distance, nobody will ask you. But if you have to travel again, I can't remember the name of the form right now, but you just get the form, fill it, and then you're all and you have to approve it. That's if you've already gone home once a month already. But if you've not gone home once a month, that one is allowed. You can go home once a month. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody's going to hold you. Yeah, chicken. But there are still some people that I don't know how they used to do it though. But Laura Kosha, let's just say every weekend they used to go out. And of course, that form, you're allowed to get that form just once a month. So that means you've gone home once a month, you've used your free pass, and then you now buy that form, make it twice a month. But some people, every single month, they're out. Every single week, they're out. Every single weekend. That's a lot. That's a butter. So people used to just ask, like, how do they do it? Me too now, I don't know. So I don't think I can speak on that. Don't ask me anymore. Don't know, because my dad used to get anywhere. I used to stay in school. Yep. And I say it helps me actually, because when a lot of people are like, oh, come out, I'm like, sorry, I cannot. I already used my pass. They're like, you can go out one more time, but I mean, it really helps. And I like the setting. Let me see, I like the setting. Like, I like the setting in the gazebo area, like I really loved the set, as opposed to the school I'm doing my master's. I don't say the name of the school. I've not finished yet. So yes, as opposed to it, I really like Babcock setting a little bit more, and I like the system. The system works. The system works. It's not here that to get results is problem. I have to come and collect my result on a piece of paper. Babcock, you can just check your results from anywhere. Until now, I can still access my portal, and I still view my results, print out whatever I want to print out from it. You can pay with your school ID card. Like, our school ID card was an Intransact card. School ID card was Intransact. So you can go use your school ID card, take it to the bank, give it to them to load your money on it, your school fees. You go back, it's reflecting on your page already, you pay into the school fees, the school's account directly from the Intransact account, a lot of that. Like, it was a system that worked. She knew the steps to take to get things done, and they would be done. It's not here that I do exam 2019, did exam, did another one 2020. By the time it came out like July 2021. Okay, I did the second one February 2021. The two now came out together July 2021. 18 courses at once. I felt fine. Don't give me a blood pressure. Answer me. 18 courses at once. I got somebody to know feelings. But yeah, do you get like things like that? Like, it's a system that works, and because of that, I really, really liked it. As opposed, like, I would pick. If I have to do my BS again, I would pick Babcock over so many schools. Trust me. Maybe not Babcock right now, because some of their rules are insane. But maybe another private school too that works. Like, it was a system that works. Although the dressing might be crazy, all of this might be crazy, and I think it helps me even. I don't like late nights. I can't keep late nights. Funny thing is that there are some people that they were able to live that two lives, have a life in school separately and have a life at home, and then one will not affect one. But I kind of merged it together. What I do in school, what I do at home. I don't go out to school. I don't go out at home. But some people were able to balance it out and all of that, and There's just a whole lot of things that still, when people say backward doesn't mean oh things don't go down. Even with all these rules, I think the rule even makes those those like activities get even heightened. Is when they make a rule about don't do this. That's when people want to do it. I don't know. And that did you get like but besides that, I mean, being a Babcock student is fun. Trust me, is nice. You enjoy. We have social life small. They used to. I don't know if they still allow it, but then they used to invite like artists like occasionally the student association will just plan programs, invite an artist. I can remember one time they invited okay, there was a lady that had like a trifecta program. It was basketball, music, and I think one other thing. So after the program, it ran for like 2 weeks or so. So after the program, she invited Korede Bello and Ricardo Banks to come and perform at the program, and people actually liked them. I remember Korede Bello had one. I don't know if they had a very nice looking puppy that was, it was looking nice and all that. Like both of them were still at Haven's record at the time, and it was cool. So there was a program we were supposed to have like a week after, 2 weeks after that. We're supposed to have another program, and they had promised us, the student body had promised to bring Two-Face. So this is how it is. Anytime a celebrity comes into school, they go to every female hostel. I don't think they go to guys hostel. Those guys don't really care. But every female hostel, they go there to make their presence known at school, come out for the program and stuff like that. If not, if they don't see the artist, nobody will come because nobody will believe that the artist is around. So they do that. So immediately the cars came into a pair. We saw the cars and we just were like, oh my god, Two-Face, everybody, oh god, people were tripping, like people were falling over each other, they were tripping, the noise, like everybody was going. Me, if I was outside with my phone, listen, Two-Face, only for the door to open, and I was already below again. And Uncle, you came here 2 weeks ago. Why are you here again? Why? Kill and what? And I can remember immediately it came down. People were like, basically, like literally east. People were just easting. And it should have just, and then the fact that security was not doing, move back. People just started bullying it. Like the bullying was a lot. They were throwing stuff at him. They were bullying him. And the security had this laser, not this taser stuff with him. All those long ones. He was threatening students with tease them. He was going to use it to tease them. Like, if you don't move back, I'm going to tease you. People insulted. You should not have come again. People insulted his life. Like, I remember they insulted Korede Bello. They insulted everything. Even his security self-collect. His poor puppy self-collect. I remember there was a girl that came, like, she was running. Her slippers had caught. She fell. And then she still ran to the gate and to the reception door. And then she entered the reception and says Korede Bello. And she's like, Is this why I fell and cut my slippers? And she just went back. And when the poor guy was just like this, but nobody would say anything. And then the security was, when he was going back out, he was standing at the door and the girl wanted to pass, and she was like, "Oh, koshi, no, for me, like that." But I felt so bad for him that day because people were expecting Two-Face, and then you come, and it's not like you had been here like 2 weeks ago. Why come back again? Why? How many songs did you even have? That Cabana of Silver perform another set of songs. What are you looking for? So all of that, like that thing got people pissed off. I remember there's a girl that was telling the guy the security guy that was using the taser to scare people off. He was like, let that thing touch me. You stupid idiot. I will sue you to your last penny. She say I'm mad. Like things like that made it interesting. But then we had other nice guests that people really love. I think there was a time Yemi Alade came. There was a time she came. Funny thing, till I left that school, they didn't perform. I know why, but he didn't perform. I really liked him to perform, but it would have been cool. And you see, in Babcock, basically, everybody just has to be careful because another thing, you don't know who is who. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who their father is. You don't know who their mother is. Just be careful what you speak to anyhow, because for somebody to come and sue you or for somebody to come and do something, you get that type of thing. Like, things like that, and also things that used to happen in Babcock. And then they could not oppress through. They can't really wear shoes or heels to class. It's flat everybody is wearing, so nobody cares about what type of flats you're wearing. And you can't really clothes. maybe on main campus, but mini campus, law students basically white and black, ILD, any color, but nobody really dressing anything. So the other thing they used to really used to oppress with was phones and like bags. I can't remember, there was a time it was Michael Kors bag everybody was buying. And it was not fake for some reason. But just buying Michael Kors bag. I'm like, are they doing promo on Michael Kors bag? Or like is something going on in Michael Kors bag that someone not tell me about? Because everybody was just buying Michael Kors bag. And like I said, from your room, you'll be looking at your class. But then they also carry that big bag. I'm like, why? What are you putting inside? Why? You can put your book on your hand. In fact, you have a class, you have another class now, you can quickly run to and get the other book and still come back and still meet up with the class. So, what was the problem? I make a photo, and then guys wore shoes and like wristwatches, waist, and things like that. But all around, apart from all these crazy experiences I've talked about, it was fun being a Babcock student. I said it was boring sometimes, but it was fun. And the gist we used to hear in school, I don't see nine people are saying gist about Babcock. See, inside school, because you know that there are rules against those things, like I said, there are rules against those things. When it happens, it's like weird. This thing is happening. So, but anyways, I think that's it. I think I should just stop here for now. Because if I just keep going, I'm just remembering different things that happened. So I think basically I've covered every part. I think I've covered every part of Babcock. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. But yeah, I would pick Babcock. I really like it because it was a step that works. I mean, I started my master's in 2000. Started process for my master's in 2018. 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years. Almost to perform BSc. To for BSc in Babcock. My child that started in 100 levels, 400 level now, and I'm still doing masters. And those that, like a lot of people that went for their masters in Babcock, they were done with stipulated time. Like Babcock will tell you, you're graduating this year as you're entering. So years, so day, so month. Only year. I think it's COVID recently that even made them move. Like, it's still the same month, but the dates have been changing for convocation. They still have their convocation from home. They have their exams from home. Like now, they're in school, like, I think level by level. There's a way they group them. Like, it's a system that works. Last year, most schools wasted people's time. We were home for like almost a year. Babcock was running, and a couple of other schools too. They were running. So I don't know. Maybe that would have opened the eyes of most of these federal schools that private schools are not just good. People call them glorified secondary schools. All the best to you. It was a system that works, and it was good. So, and it was accredited. So yeah, that's basically my experience as a Babcock student. If you think I'm just saying things because you're a Babcock student, that's why I'm saying things. All the best to you. Also, until but if you cannot believe me, you cannot believe anybody because I don't know what's wrong with you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I think I'm just going to stop it. Let's stop it here. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for those that watched to this point. Do not skip. You watch everything fully. Thank you. Thank you. You be OG. Thank you very much, guys. So please, guys, if you've not subscribed again, what to beg you guys again? I don't know why people don't subscribe. I don't know why. Like, look at my views and then look at the subscription for March. Why? You should please subscribe. Like this video. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want me to do better. You know, there's a video you want me to do. Say it. And if you want to be on my videos, to say it. We'll work something out. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I love you. Bye.